Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I will start this committee of the whole meeting at 6 p.m. here in council chambers. Do not believe we have any electronic attendance. So we'll begin with our oaths of office. Chief?
Thank you very much. Which officer is listed first on the agenda there?
Yes, this is the oath of office for regular commissioned appointment of Brandon Bowden to the rank of police officer effective November 4th, 2023.
All right, great. Well, Brandon, if you would come forward. This is always a great time to be able to be in front of you to swear in an officer who's completed their probation. Brandon Bowden grew up in Sherrard, where he graduated from Sherrard High School and later graduated from Iowa State with a major in animal ecology. He was hired by the Silvis Police Department in 2015. He worked there for about 6.5 years before coming over to the Moline Police Department. Brandon is one of 2 officers that came from Silvis, and not long after that we passed a lateral program and we were able to grandfather them into that system so that they were able to increase their pay and have some retention by taking that big risk to come here after 6.5 years to serve the Moline community. While at Silvis, Brandon had a lot of experience, worked in patrol, Quad City Meg, and investigations. Recently here, just became a field training officer and a firearms instructor, where he was also held those roles in Silvis. Many of you probably recognize Brandon. This is certainly a monumental occasion for any police officer to complete their probationary period. Brandon was previously a police officer, so his probation typically would have only been 1 year. But on September 22 of 2022, Brandon went home sick from a shift. And I know all of you attended many of the fundraisers for him as he battled brain cancer. And he stands here at a return to duty on April 6th of 2023, completed the Quad City Marathon in September. One of the toughest guys I've ever met in my entire life. So proud of him and glad that he's with the Moline Police Department. And he stands before you here, healthy, happy, with his wonderful family here. His wife, Erin, his 2 beautiful kids, Brooks and Bennett, his mom, Joe, and his dad, Jeffrey, here to this monumental occasion of completing his probation. And if you would do us the honor, Mayor, of coming forward and reading him the oath of office.
Well, Officer Bowden, yes, correct? Just a side note, if I had known that all of the story was coming forward, it makes the fact that I'm wearing this even more meaningful to me. This means life, and I just bought it on a trip somewhere. Sure. But I've worn it at the birth of all my children, and I'm so happy to be swearing you in now and seeing you alive and well and part of us. So please repeat after me. Sure. I, Brandon Bowden.
I, Brandon Bowden.
Having been duly appointed as a police officer.
Having been duly appointed as a police officer.
For the city of Moline, Illinois.
For the city of Moline, Illinois.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the state of Illinois.
And the Constitution of the state of Illinois.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the position of police officer.
Of the position of police officer.
For the city of Moline, Illinois.
For the city of Moline, Illinois.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Yes, and please sign.
So I'd ask his wife Erin to come forward and complete the ceremony of pinning his badge. And then how about the whole family can come up and take a photo in the middle here? back there? Can Joe take it? Take it. That's good.
I think I need to officially read out the next one.
Yes.
Congrats again, yes.
Congratulations.
All right, Chief, the next is an oath of office for regular commission appointment of Brady Lemke to the rank of police officer effective November 4th, 2023.
All right, great. Thank you very much. Brady, if you want to come forward. So Brady was hired May 3rd, 2022. He grew up in Clinton, Iowa, and graduated from Central DeWitt High School. After high school, served his country by enlisting in the United States Marine Corps, where he served proudly for 4 years of active duty. He was discharged in 2019 and attended the University of Iowa, where he graduated in 2021 with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, Law, and Justice. While at the University of Iowa, he worked as a camp counselor for the Raptor Project and later as an Iowa DNR seasonal water patrol officer. He's recently joined the boat team for the Moline Police Department, so many of you that maybe watched the bridge demolition, we have a joint police and fire boat, more of a police boat, of course, but the patrols the water. And so Brady has some good experience there that he'll be looking to join that. He's joined here today by his fiance Amber, and again, really excited to have another officer complete their probation. As you know, this has been a tough 3 years at the Moline Police Department. We went through a lot of departures and retirements. Got to some of our lowest staffing ever. With your support, we did a lot of work to rebuild, and we've recently offered a job to our 81st officer, so that will bring us back up to the full staffing that we had in 2019 prior to the expansion to 84. So we're slowly working our way there, and when people graduate from the academy, graduate from the field training program, get out on their own, and then complete probation, we just continue to rebuild and continue to serve the community with great officers. And as you've seen and hear their stories and you see the work that they do, and all the officers that are standing in the doorway back there that do an amazing job. I'm so privileged and proud to be the police chief here at the Moline Police Department because of people like Brady and Brandon that have joined our ranks to serve this great community, and they just do such a great job. So Mayor, I'd be honored if you'd come forward and administer the oath of office.
This is for you. If you'd raise your right hand and repeat after me, and MS in your name. I, Brady Lemke,
I, Brady Lemke,
having been duly appointed as a police officer
have been duly appointed as a police officer
for the city of Moline, Illinois,
for the city of Moline, Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of police officer
of the position of police officer
for the city of Moline, Illinois,
for the city of Moline, Illinois,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you so much, and congratulations. You keep that one, and I'll put this one.
I just ask his fiancee Amber to complete the ceremony by pinning on his badge. Congratulations. Go move this, and you guys can get a Christmas card photo just this season. You want the kids as props?
A stand-in family.
Thank you, Mayor. I will explain why all of the officers are violating the uniform policy with these beards at the conclusion of the staff communications.
All right, thank you, Chief. Next up is item 4.1, 2023 Keep Moline Beautiful Commission City of Moline Superhero Awards. Mr. Schick.
Good evening. Annually, the Keep Moline Beautiful Commission awards the Keep Moline Beautiful Superhero Award to recipients that have demonstrated efforts in cleanup and recycling and beautification of this great city of Moline. And so I'm going to turn it over to Pam Nelson, our chairperson for the Keep Moline Beautiful Commission.
So for more than 15 years, members of the Rotary Club of Moline have volunteered their time to keep Moline beautiful. Twice a year, on Earth Day in April, and again in the fall, anywhere between a handful and several dozen Rotarians gather to give 2 to 3 hours of their Saturdays to pick up litter on corridors of several of Moline's highly traveled intersections. Initially, prior to the reconstruction of John Deere Expressway, they concentrated on their efforts around 41st Street near Burger King and Culver's. As a matter of safety, and after requests received by the city, they now focus their efforts around the 16th Street and 38th Avenue area near McDonald's. Rotarian Alan Anderson has coordinated these events and estimates that each volunteer gathers and rids the city of 2 to 3 bags of trash during each of these biannual events. Huge thanks and gratitude to the Rotary Club of Moline for their efforts. So, and I know we have other Rotarians here, so please stand up if you have participated in these events. And so, here you go. Thank you very much with our gratitude.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I have also been asked to present another superhero award to Midland Davis Corporation. And who do we have here from Midland? All right. Down here.
Mark.
Take longer. It's gonna take a while for my computer to update. Stretch it out.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. All right, I did not write this, and this is my first time seeing it. So, for more than a century, Midland Davis Corporation has been serving Moline in the recycling industry, collecting, brokering, and coordinating logistics for recyclable materials that would otherwise be trashed in our landfills. Midland Davis recycles metals, paper, plastics, and wood from Moline businesses and residents, and continues to look for ways to add new recycling efforts to its operations, striving for zero waste. As the Quad Cities Chamber so aptly put it, zero waste is an ethos that Midland Davis will always strive to expand, providing businesses with cardboard compactors, recycling bins and trailers, picking up metals, providing curbside recycling, a scrap drop-off site, and a newly launched wood pallet refurbishing division. Instead of wood pallets being scrapped in landfills, Midland Davis added another innovation to their suite of recycling and reusing efforts by recently hiring 10 new employees to refurbish pallets by replacing bad boards to create reconditioned pallets that can be used again, or by shredding old pallets into mulch and boiler fuel. They are true to their mission statement of making a positive impact on the communities they serve through active participation and encouragement of recycling efforts that preserve natural and man-made resources for generations ahead. Therefore, the City of Moline and Keep Moline Beautiful Commission recognize Midland Davis Corporation as a recipient of the 2023 Superhero Award and thank them for their 130 years of innovative service to the city.
First off, I'd like to say, I didn't write that, but I couldn't have done it better myself.
Well, we thank you for all your dedication. Congratulations. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congrats again.
Thank you all.
All right, Madam Clerk, actually, Chief, do we have any public comment? Do we have any public comments? Doesn't look like it. Nope, okay. Then we move to item 6, questions on the agenda. You should have in front of you, as promised, I needed to address procedural issues and communication issues related to item 13.7 since our last meeting last week. And I recommend the following motion when this comes up for discussion, so you can peruse this. And of course, there's an alternative. The council can always refer things or table things, but as you can see, that creates some other issues with regard to implementation. So more to come from Mr. Dijkhuizen when we get to that item, but I wanted you to have that written in front of you, okay? Other questions on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, I'll call our regular council meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you have an invocation, Alderperson Finch?
No, thank you.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderperson Murphy.
Present.
Macias.
Present.
Razak.
Present.
Timian.
Present.
Finch.
Present.
O'Brien.
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Schmidt.
Present.
Your Honor, I request the approval of consent agenda items 11.1 through 11.5 inclusively.
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, motion by Timian, seconded by Finch. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Non-consent agenda, second reading ordinances. Item number 13.1, an ordinance amending Chapter 20, Motor Vehicles and Traffic of the Moline Code of Ordinances, Appendix 10 thereof, parking prohibited at any time by removing 14th Avenue on the south side from a point 40 feet west of the center line of the first alley east of 18th Street, east for a distance of 80 feet, and 15th Avenue on the south side from a point 40 feet west of the center line of the alley east of 18th Street, east for a distance of 80 feet, and adding 15th Avenue on the south side from a point 40 feet west of the center line of the alley east of 18th Street, east for a distance of 80 feet.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Schmidt, seconded by Finch. Discussion? Mr. Schmidt.
I just want to quickly call out that I really appreciated that we didn't just try and make the quick change. When we found an issue, we proactively went and addressed that. Knowing we'll someday have to do this on the review agenda, it's very nice to know we're doing that in part. And I know we did another one like that a few weeks ago, so just very happy to see it. Thank you.
Anything further? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays. That motion carries. Item number 13.2, an ordinance amending Chapter 20, Motor Vehicles and Traffic of the Moline Code of Ordinances, Appendix 10 thereof, parking prohibited at any time by removing 40th Street on the east side from 4th Avenue North for a distance of 200 feet, adding 40th Street on east side from 2nd Avenue to 4th Avenue, and adding 40th Street on west side from 4th Avenue North 208 feet to the property line between properties of 235 40th Street and 225 40th Street.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Finch, seconded by Timian. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 13.3, an ordinance amending Chapter 31, taxation of the Moline Code of Ordinances by repealing Chapter 31 in its entirety and enacting in lieu thereof one new Chapter 31 dealing with the same subject matter and authorizing the increase of the amusement tax from 5% to 10% effective January 1, 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by O'Brien, seconded by Castro. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 13.4, an ordinance levying and assessing taxes for the city of Moline, Illinois for the tax levy year 2023, collectible in the year 2024, and enacting an ordinance relating to the same subject matter.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by O'Brien, seconded by Finch. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 13.5, an ordinance levying a special ad valorem tax within the city of Moline, Illinois, special service area number 5 of the city of Moline, Illinois.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Razak, seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 13.6, an ordinance levying a special ad valorem tax within the city of Moline, Illinois, special service area number 6 of the city of Moline, Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 13.7. Mayor, do you want me to go ahead and read
Yes,
this one?
please.
Okay. Chapter 8, Buildings and Other Construction and Building Service, amending Chapter 8, Buildings and Other Construction Services, other building services, of the Moline Code of Ordinances regarding rental housing licensing requirements, including amendments to Article 7, Division 2, Rental Housing Inspection Program.
All right, Mr. Dykeisen, could you please?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Your Honor, for the opportunity. So as you recall, this Chapter 8 was originally approved September 26th. As staff started in developing the program and laying the groundwork to roll out the program, there was some, at least a perception that there was language that could be clarified. And so what started off as a very well-intentioned effort to seek clarity ultimately led to confusion. So in retrospect, I think that question could have benefited from a little more vetting at the staff level before we moved it forward to the agenda. So I wanted to apologize for getting off, for setting off these chain of events. And I think the plan tonight should set us straight for revisiting Chapter 8, which would include delaying the late fee, as we talked about last week.
So, Mr. Silverman, best practices would say if we want to make any changes, because what has come to the council is not what was passed last time. It is out of order in a sense, that I decided procedurally the council needed to take charge and make sure that what comes back to them for final vote is what they intend to see. as opposed to the confusion of the previous item. So procedurally, they would need to motion to put this on the floor, and then they could make whatever other motions they want to get the procedure back on track.
Yes,
We don't just start with some sort of motion to, you can always table whenever, right? But go ahead.
oh, you could certainly table it, but it's my understanding that the intent is to send it back to staff to capture the real intent of council. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that can be actually a motion to move that item. You know, we're not gonna consider it for any kind of approval tonight. It's, you have some specific direction you can give to staff to come back with an accurate, version of the ordinance for city council to consider. But as you said too, you could table it. Just remember, tabling it doesn't really do anything to it, and then you ultimately have to bring it off table if you want to consider it at a
But
later
we
date.
first need two motions to actually put the item on the floor, correct?
Well, I think you can just send it back to staff. I don't think you actually need to go
Okay.
through that parliamentary
Okay,
formality.
thank you, I just was
Yeah.
curious,
Mhm.
that's what I needed. Okay, so I'll open the floor to council.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
Mr. Timmy.
I move to send the item back to staff for 1 week to address recent procedural issues with the following stipulations. That we return the item with cleanup language and the body of it retained, as well as the November 7th amendment for a delayed late fee enforcement schedule, and without any changes to the fee table.
Second.
There's a second by Ms. Finch, so it was Timian and Finch. Discussion on that process? Yes, Mr. Schmidt.
The item that seems to be missing from what we had discussed on those changes that was being made was in dealing with larger facilities, where if they had a single license issued for the entirety of a large complex, a problem with one building could get that entire complex, their license pulled. Is that, I guess that was something that had been discussed last week. I didn't know if that was something that staff felt was needed to address, or if that was not a concern. And that's the only thing I didn't see kind of addressed that had been brought up last week.
Correct. That's part of the cleanup piece, or were you going back to the entire ordinance that we passed in September? I'm
It was
sorry.
included in what was brought forward
Yeah.
last week, when the change, and it was a change in the fee table, or if it's something that staff would continue to review and they'd be able to change later, but.
I'll, through some of the digging on the background of this, I will attempt to not confuse the issue further.
Sure.
There is less of a need for any changes on the table than was presented to us previously. That's actually not so much the issue. The issue was a computer issue for how to take care of that. And the rewording was an attempt to make the rollout easier. However, we have come to the conclusion that the rollout can happen manually, but they definitely need the time of this delayed late fee. They need the time to roll it out. So, again, in an attempt to create less confusion, just sticking with what we had in September and bringing back the cleanup language and the amendment is where we landed with staff. So we could continue to debate it on second reading, this issue of whole building getting in trouble, that kind of thing, but it's sort of sticking to the main points of what needed to be addressed, as opposed to the manual versus computer issue that was trying to be fixed. Does that make sense to everyone? Or did I confuse you more? I see mostly people being like, yes, okay, I get it. So if you go with this motion that's on the floor, what will come back is what we passed, plus the cleanup language, but no changes in that fee table, plus the amendment. Are we clear? Okay, Mr. Schmidt.
we are clear on
Second
that
item,
point. Where this says no changes in the fee schedule, but the item before us has a change in the fee schedule, because that's where they've included the language on date. The fees will not be assessed before July 1st, 2024. So would that be taken to mean any further changes to the fee schedule? Because the item before us includes one change to the fees table.
As presented this week,
Yes, because they've added the language for fees will not be assessed before July 1st, 2024 into the fee table.
oh, no, I'm saying that this motion includes that change.
Okay.
The fee, the date. We're talking, the no change has to do with the dollar amounts.
No, so no
Yeah.
further change. Okay.
Correct, no further
Thank you,
change.
just want to be clear.
Okay, got it, so everybody's good. All right, if there's nothing further, roll call on this motion. That's where we're at.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
All right, staff, you are clear on what's expected for next week's agenda.
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you very much. So this will come back at second reading?
Yes.
Because we've asked for it to come back.
Yes.
Got it. All right, so we move to non-consent agenda, Madam Clerk?
Yes. So non-consent agenda resolutions, item number 14.1, a resolution approving a final change order with Five Cities Construction Company for project number 1416, 2023 alley reconstruction for the amount of $24,807.10.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 14.2, a resolution authorizing the Human Resources Director to execute a policy with United Healthcare BP to provide reinsurance coverage for medical and prescription drug benefit claims for a one-year period commencing January 1, 2024.
Motion to approve. Second.
That's, motions by Castro and seconded by Finch. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Item number 14.3, a resolution requesting the county clerk not to extend 2024 taxes for payment of principal and interest for the general obligation corporate purpose bonds, Series 2016 refunding, taxable general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2020A, and general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2020B, general obligation corporate purpose bonds, Series 2021A, refunding, general obligation corporate bonds, Series 2021B, refunding, general obligation corporate bonds, Series 2021D.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Castro. Any discussion? All right. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Non-consent agenda, first reading ordinances. Item number 15.1, an ordinance amending Chapter 27, purchasing, Section 27-3100, competitive sealed bidding of the Moline Code of Ordinances by repealing subsection C, bid evaluation, recommendation, and acceptance in its entirety, and enacting in lieu thereof one new subsection C dealing with the same subject matter.
Motion to advance the second reading. Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Castro. Discussion? Yes, Mr. Timian?
Your Honor, I'd like to make an amendment to raise the threshold from $250,000 to $500,000.
Second.
Motion by Timian, seconded by Macias. Discussion. Mr. Timian?
Thank you, Your Honor. We, as a policy currently, we have the threshold at $1 million for the city, and arguably this has not been enforced the way that we like, and this is part of the reason why we're doing this. I feel that by bringing this down to $500,000, we're already being more conservative, and If that's not the right number, we can always raise it later if we want to, or lower it. But for the time being, I feel like landing at 500,000 is appropriate.
Okay, thank you. Anything further? Yes, Mr. Schmidt?
As we look at the projects that are done in the city and the projects that come before council, I think that there's a lot of opportunity for mistakes and errors and problems to occur in those projects, pardon me, that fall between 250,000 and 500,000. So I am not supportive of increasing the amount, particularly, especially that high. I think that the planning we get in the outset and that control and that opportunity to say we want this and always having then the chance to pull back if we need. But I would rather keep that in place as an additional guardrail to ensure the projects in the city. If there is a desire to move it up, I think one of the problems we've often seen in the past is misestimates or a use of misestimate of what we think it will cost. So if 500 is a threshold you want to reach, I'd love to see it closer to 400,000 to ensure that we would actually capture project at 500,000 and not miss ones that go over. But I will be voting against any raise. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything further from the council? Hearing none, roll call please on this amendment.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Nay. Nay.
Castro.
Nay.
Schmidt.
Nay.
Murphy.
Nay.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
So it's 4-4.
I will vote aye. All right, so the amendment passes. We're back to the motion as amended. Anything further from the council? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays. The motion to advance to second reading carries, and that's all I have this evening, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. We are to miscellaneous business in record time. We
6:37.
we have put in quite a few hours related to the budget, which I very, very, very much appreciate. And wanted to note that nobody be absent next week, because that's when the budget is up, the resolution is up for adoption, so we need to see that through. But I wanted you to know that I did express to staff, and they have shown me a calendar that shows this, that next year, I believe with the amount of council members who have children in the school district, with the amount of staff that have children in the school district who would have to be here, having a meeting during the fall break time, especially one of such importance, just takes out an opportunity for family time. And if we can manage the budget around that particular week, that would be really helpful for everybody, because it is a shorter work week for many, and it's also at the same time as a school break. So I believe we will be staying away from Thanksgiving week next week, or next year. I thank you for everything you've done to be at events in the last few weeks. As I mentioned last week, it was getting really busy. And I showed the picture of you all at the Rouse Consulting ribbon cutting, and I said, is my body double or face double or whatever, hair double, I don't know. And they were like, oh my gosh, people, it's easy to confuse us, so.
Hair double.
Yeah, thank you. I will tell you that the opportunity I had was incredible. Major experts from across the country who had some really good ideas. We have a really unique project at South Park because we do not own it. So we have to be very creative, and this will be a long-term project that we'll undertake with some initial visioning and philosophy with staff, and then move on to see how else we can engage with the community. And of course with the mall owners, can't forget them. But we will be getting a report mailed to us of all of the recommendations from the experts. And I will probably have some optional reading that I'd love for you to do as we continue to look at how planning and design impacts the future of the city. Also, Leah Miller attended for us today the Moline Cove Valley 2023 Premier Partner Tea, correct? There's a wonderful list here we'll pass around. But because of our great work with the internship programs in Public Works and administratively, we've received this award. So congratulations and thank you for implementing those ideas, and we'll pass around the award as well so you can see it. Lots of events. Don't miss Lighting of the Commons this weekend, right? There's also a Diwali festival. I happen to be half Indian, but I don't know anything about Diwali actually because I'm not Hindu. But it's at Moline High School this year, the celebration, and that so you could do Lighting of the Commons and then run up to the high school and learn and be a part of that part of our community.
Nothing wrong.
Mr. D'Souza?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Well, thank you for plugging the Lighting of the Commons. Last weekend, it was Holiday Hop, so I want to thank Renew Moline for all the work they had with it. And I did get a chance to go out, and I ended up at Poor Brothers, and I haven't seen it that packed in probably about a year. But yeah, there was a lot of people out, so obviously events do bring people to the downtown area, and I'm sure the restaurants probably saw a lot of business as well. So yeah, it was just great to see Moline, downtown Moline, just packed once again. So
Great.
that's it.
Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Zach?
No.
Mr. Timian?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. O'Brien?
I think Bi-State, have you heard about this tomorrow, the Bi-State meeting, you're gonna talk about the
Yes.
I-80 bridge?
Yep, I will be there this Wednesday.
You gonna go to that one?
Yes.
That sounds pretty interesting,
Yeah,
because
the Bison Bridge, if you're not.
the
aware.
Bison Bridge, I think we've probably had more success not calling it the Bison Bridge. I think maybe just like Wildlife Bridge would have been a
Well,
lot.
I guess it's not really about the Bison Bridge, it's about the state's decision for where the I-80 new bridge will go, correct?
Right, right.
So there's an online meeting, and Chad McGracky is trying to round up folks to be online, so. And that's
Okay.
the Bison Bridge, person. Anything else?
No?
Okay, thank you. Ms. Castro?
I had a great time being your body double last week. Like you mentioned, if you haven't seen Rouse Consulting, they have their mural, which is on 16th Street and 4th Avenue. It's on the back of the building, so if you drive past that, take a look. And then also, I went to the Arsenal Museum for their grand reopening celebration, and it was really, really cool. If you haven't been back since they've reopened, it's completely remodeled. And I think that their biggest message was that the Arsenal is open and they want people to be on the island, so they're welcoming and inviting everyone to the museum.
Great. Mr. Schmidt?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to take a moment to offer my thanks and appreciation to all of the veterans who are residents of Moline, all the veterans who have come to serve at the city after they've completed their service. And every year as we celebrate Armistice Day, I think it's important for those of us in public office to make a commitment to peace and a commitment to ensuring that all those who help us to maintain the peace have a welcoming environment, that we continue making a commitment to that. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Deckard?
Thank you, Your Honor. I wanted to let the council know that as of late last week, we are assisting the city of East Moline with the operation of their wastewater treatment plant. They're in the middle of some staffing transitions, and so we're happy to be in a position where we can help them with that. We expect it to go at a minimum for the next few weeks. And if it extends beyond that, we'll explore whether it's appropriate to enter into a IGA with them, so.
Wonderful. Thank you. Any other staff? Yes, Chief Regan-Weather?
Thank you, Your Honor. Point out Mr. Dijkhuizen's comments there with helping East Moline. I wanted to let you all know that our 2 new engines are in service. They were put into service yesterday. And that left us with a couple extra fire engines, reserves. And the city of Rock Island, unfortunately, had their state inspection on their emergency vehicles last week, and two of their three engines, I believe, both had cracked frames. So it took them out of service completely, leaving their residents short of emergency vehicles. So because we've been very fortunate to have our extra vehicles, we've loaned one out to Rock Island. So you will see one of our engines for a period of time running around Rock Island and protecting their community as well. So we're very fortunate to be in that situation to be able to do that. Some more good news, with the approval of 3 firefighters say at the Board of Fire Police Commission meeting, we've now got up to full staff. So we've been as low as 13 and or minus 13, and with the hard work of HR, I think sorry. I have to speak for Chief Galt quite often. As you guys know, he's not too comfortable standing up here speaking, but speaking for him, we want to thank HR and Leah Miller and her team, because really what we do is we go where we're told for interviews, and they really do the bulk of the work. So we want to thank them for all the work that they've done. And then one last thing for me is on October 27th, we attended a reception at Blackhawk College for public safety departments, and unbeknownst to me, I was at the fire academy at the time for a graduation. But the Moline Fire Department received the Public Safety Department of the Year award as recognized by the Criminal Justice Department. So again, a bunch of police officers decided to honor the fire department as the Public Safety Department of the Year. So that's all I have.
Congratulations and thank you.
Here you go.
Yes, they approach.
Of your nerves.
I have 2 pages of notes, but they're short. First, you probably noticed I've been absent, as the fire chief has noted many weeks here. I just want to thank you for allowing, and our bosses, Barry and Bob, for allowing me to be with my son as he chased a dream of a state championship for Moline High School soccer. They fell a little short in the Sweet 16, finished the regular season undefeated, but it was a lot of fun to be there with them. The conference games are on Tuesday nights, so Bob allowed me to attend those. And so it was a special moment for me. He's a senior, so it'll be the last time I get to do that. So I appreciate your allowing me to do that. It's great to work here where the family is very important to all of you, and a great environment to work in. So I do appreciate that. Just a few notes. I wanted to let you know some of your initiatives are coming to fruition. Many months ago, you approved the police department to purchase the Bettendorf Lenco Bearcat as they transition to a new unit, and so we have received that, and we paid them for that, so that is in service. Last budget season, you approved us to purchase the Milo training system to better prepare our officers, one, to meet the state mandates that came with the Safety Act that requires us to do 30 hours in 3 years, and 12 hours of those each officer has to do scenario-based training. So those of you that went through the Assistance Police Academy previously may have done a simulator. And then this last season, we did not have one because the area one was damaged and out of service. Now we have our own. We've already put our entire second shift through that. Great feedback, and so we'll be using that in this year's Citizens Police Academy, which you should also note that we'll be taking applications for the Citizens Police Academy coming up. So if you could, reach out to the members in your ward and encourage them to apply, that will be coming up in this coming January, so we'll be getting those out next month. So we'll need people for that. We also have the Northwestern University School of Staff and Command that's been going on since August at the Moline Police Department, with many area departments sending their best executives through that. That graduation is December 14th. Last 2 items, I had mentioned to you why I would explain to you why many of the officers were violating the uniform policy of being clean shaven. That is because we're participating in No Shave November, and I didn't really want to embarrass Brandon with his battle on cancer, but it is to raise money for cancer. We've been doing this for many years. We have a record number of officers are participating at this year, 53, raised over $1,500, and that money will go to Tootie's Tribe for children being affected with cancer. So they're allowed to violate that policy for the month of November. And then lastly, and the most important thing, is that I have a trophy. the world's smallest trophy, awarded to the police department after we defeated the fire department in the Boots versus Badges Student Hunger Drive on November 6th, when the police department came away with a victory of 633 meals to the fire's paltry 593. In all seriousness, though, it's our honor, police and fire departments, to participate in this. And if you saw the news, the area Student Hunger Drive, which is 17 high schools, raised a record number of 818,468 meals this year, beat last year's record by 1,400. So we're certainly honored to be a part of that friendly competition, which we always win, like we always win all the competitions against the fire department. And I walk away with the trophy, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Anything further from staff?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Believe we have any more public comment that showed up? Probably not. Okay.
Your Honor, I make a motion that the council convene an executive session for the purpose of discussion of appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, 5 ILCS 120/2C1.
Second?
All right, motion by Murphy, seconded by Timian. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Finch.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
All right.